So, it's been an interesting week. I have a schedule made for all this camping, and I felt wicked bad on Thursday because I was supposed to check out and I didn't realize it. So I go to work, and then after work I go to my mom's house to do some more work, and at like 7 p.m. I get a phone call from Green Lakes, and they're like, "Hey, Wally, hey man, it's like 7 o'clock, and you know there's someone trying to check in on your site and all your stuff set up, so we don't know what to do. Please get a hold of us." So I freaking called them, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. I knew I had some time that I had to be out before the weekend, so I made this whole schedule and something that I didn't even look at it. So I felt wicked bad. Came right in. I was like, hey, let me go. I'll pay for this guy's camping, whatever. I feel so bad, because that would be pretty bad for me, if someone was on the site and you couldn't have it and they had to move you. So fortunately, they had an open site for the weekend, and I asked them, can you give me this guy's campsite number? And they were like, nah, we can't do that. But anyway, on my way in, I saw this guy kind of like set up, and I was like, hey man, you weren't supposed to set up on 101, were you? He was like, yeah, actually I was. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I showed him my whole schedule, and he was wicked cool. He was like, oh, that site over there's got no grass, and he actually had everything that I want, man. He had like one of those little teardrop tow-behind trailers that you just kind of crawl into, and it was wood paneled. It was nice, and he was a wicked cool guy. So it turned out, because they moved him, this site was available Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So I didn't have to tear down at all, which was awesome. So I ended up renting it. They charged me $25 for leaving my stuff set up without a reservation, and I was glad to pay it. That was my mistake, and I really felt bad about it. So it worked out okay for everybody. He was happy. He's gone now. It's Sunday. Pretty much this campground's cleared out. I got set up. I did some lighting and some wiring and stuff on my LEDs, and I had a little trouble though. Last night I'm setting up, and it's getting dark, and I haven't sat down to relax or anything. And I go to turn on my lanterns, and 2 lanterns, man, gone, along with 6 tiki torches. And it really upset me that there's people in the campground who would just take stuff off your site, and it's shocking to me actually. It was a really hard pill to swallow, and whatever, man. They took it, it's gone, no big deal. We were talking $25, $30 worth of stuff, and I got to imagine it was kids because it's all stuff associated with fire. A torch is missing too, like a little handheld torch. They didn't take my mini Bluetooth speaker or my portable charging device, or my $200 battery, that I run my lights and stuff with. So I don't know, but I know that I had the stuff set up. I've used it every day, and now it's gone. So I didn't misplace the stuff. So that was really shocking to me because I consider people who are out here doing things with their families and stuff like that are a different kind. They're not people who are stealing and doing things like that. So that was eye-opening. I still, I'm not going to change the way I am, by leaving stuff out, or, I'm not going to lock stuff up. I just don't fear that. And if someone takes something, I've always said, they needed it more than I did. So that was kind of a bummer too. We helped my friend Pat move this week, and I actually ended up with this wicked awesome propane grill, and 2 propane tanks, and it's small enough that I could definitely transport it, which is cool because, now if I want to cook, I can, and I don't have to get a fire going and stuff like that, so it's pretty awesome. She also gave me a cool sleigh bed, and that's, for my mom. But I also had another little thing this week, and it's funny because I learned so much about, people. And honestly, I could have taken care of this myself, thinking on it now, but I didn't. So I'll say I'm on 101, 100's right over here, but I mean there's quite a distance between us. We're 50 feet or so, but there's a line, no real line, but there's a fictional line, and the people who were here 2 weeks ago had the picnic table pretty much right on it. which is fine. I don't care, you know, whatever. But when they left, they had left some trash on it, and not even, you know, 3 water bottles, like a Gatorade bottle, a couple water bottles. They left it on it. I saw the stuff. It was there. The site was vacant. I didn't do anything about it. I just left the stuff there. Thinking back, you know, when I first saw it, I should have just picked the stuff up, thrown it away, done, dead. Well, I had some new neighbors come in on Friday, and I wasn't here. I was, you know, out working or doing whatever I was doing. And when I come back, the table's gone, and I go to like sit in my hammock because it had finally dried out enough. Like I said, you know, it was raining for a while, and it's a cotton hammock, so it was wet. Anyway, it dried out enough that I could sit in it. Well, inside of my hammock was the trash. And that kind of like, man, it opened my eyes too, just to people, you know, like, okay, so yes, I could have done it in the beginning, just took it, got rid of it, whatever. It wasn't my responsibility, it's not my site, it's not my trash, whatever. You know, I pick up a lot of trash around here anyway, cigarette butts, bottle caps, just stuff that people leave on the weekend. It wasn't affecting me, it was just on the table over there, so I didn't do anything about it. I can tell you right now, if I checked into a campsite and there was some trash left over, I do it all the time. I would have just cleaned it up, put it in my trash can, recycling bin, whatever. No big deal. I would not have thrown it in my neighbor's hammock before even meeting them or talking to them or anything while they're gone. I mean, it would have been less effort just to put it in your own recycling bin. So, you know, that was pretty fun. And these people had little kids too. And I thought, you know, I should really go over there and just defend myself that this wasn't my trash, but I would gladly take care of it for them. But I didn't, you know, because it's not my place to tell other people how to act or what to do. You know, I can only lead by example. So I am kind of upset that I didn't just take care of it to begin with, because it would have just been over with. So that's something I learned. You know, you just got to do things right, and you just got to do it. You got to just take the initiative and just do it, because it'll make everybody happier. Even if you're always the one doing it, someone has to. So you might as well do it and avoid, you know, any kind of, you know, finding trash in your hammock, you know, even if it's not yours or whatever, because you never know who's going to come next to you and what they're going to do. So that's fine. It's going to pour. I'm going to pick this camera up and kind of show you what I got going on. It's daylight, so you can't really tell my lights or anything, and I'm still getting stuff organized. I'm imagining that it's going to be like 1 week or 2 weeks this summer that's going to be totally set up and like good to go, where people can, you know, where I'm not continually picking around at stuff and getting stuff done. So yeah, I'll turn this camera around now though and kind of show you what I got going on for the meantime. So these right now are just on like a fade. They're RGBs, you know, just tape lights that I kind of bought some aluminum track for. Built a little track. They're on a wire. Really doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great. It works. It's awesome. At night, it's almost a little too bright. I can dim them, and I do. I have a bunch more to get wired up, and you know, I'm kind of like migrating from these solar battery powered, you know, like toss battery power, not like a rechargeable battery. So what I did was I got this battery from a buddy of mine who owns a battery shop. It's a tank battery, which is pretty cool. It's got tons of capacity. I will never have to charge it like throughout the week. And then I got this like waterproof box, a couple switches, you know, and it's pretty cool. I actually, it's kind of neat. Plus it's like fun, you know, to mess with those electronics. So yeah, man, it's coming along. I also got a new cooler today for cooking. This is that grill that my friend Pat gave me, which is it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty cool, you know, nothing special, it's small, you know. Went to Trader Joe's, got some food, whatever. But I have 2 more lanterns that I bought, you know, because they were a great deal and I got them. So this is one of the lanterns. This is exactly where it was. This is a new one that I replaced. I haven't put the other one out because I don't necessarily need it, but yeah, so camp's going good. You know, those couple things about humans and whatnot. You know, it's just shocking, man. It is shocking, but I'm still having a great time, even though it's been really rainy. Oh man, I got a new tent too. So my 13-year-old tent, I knew the rain was coming. I went to Target. I got this tent. I've been looking for this tent for a while. I've had my eye on it. And Target sells them, but they don't really sell them. So I went to Target and I saw one on the shelf and I was like, man, that's the tent I'm looking for. No price tag, they couldn't find a price. Go up to the front counter, I'm like, hey, she calls the manager up, the manager is rude as hell, like wicked rude. Guy goes, man, I don't know what the price of this is, when did you buy it? What? I can't return this. I'm like, listen, brother, I'm not trying to return this, I'm not trying to scam anybody, I'm trying to purchase this, I don't know what's going on here or what the deal is, but I'm just trying to buy this thing. If you come up with a price, I'll buy it. Attitude totally changed, because I look, I'm not like a respectable looking guy, whatever that means. But whatever, you can't judge a book by the cover anyway. So as soon as he found out what the real deal was, we're walking back there. I'm like, hey man, there's a Coleman 6P dome tent, 134. He's like, what sounds better, a dome or a cabin? I'm like, listen man, you're not gonna sell me on a dome. I already have a dome. I need something I can stand up in. This is the tent I want. He's like, all right, let's just find something comparable and I'll just make up a price. So we go back there, tent 134. It's a $200 tent. Cheapest I can find is $180 on Amazon. So it's a great deal at 134. On the way to the register, Target has Wi-Fi. I'm just searching around. I found some like obscure eBay seller with like $100 shipping or whatever. So it's still $200. But the cost of the actual merchandise, $99. Lady at the register price matched it to $99. $200 tent, $99. 1 minute setup. It's great. No rain fly. I've read some reviews, they say, yeah man, you really got to get a rainfly, even though WeatherTech, whatever. Called Coleman, said, hey, I'd really like to get a rainfly for this. Actually, we don't make a rainfly for that tent, it's waterproof. I've had some really heavy rain, and I haven't been wet at all. So, for me, I'm still looking for a rainfly, and they do sell a rainfly for the same size tent, just not this exact model. The colors don't match. I don't care about that. Problem is it's back ordered till August, and this thing is waterproof, from the factory without a rainfly. And there's no windows up top that require a rainfly. So it's been good so far. Plus it's awesome to stand up, and actually it's like I have the opposite of claustrophobia in there because my other tent was so small, and I just crawl in it and I was going right to bed. This thing I'm in there and it's like I'm in a freaking huge open space, and it's a little strange because now I want like a real bed on a platform or whatever, not just an air mattress on the ground. And I want a nightstand. I want all sorts of cool stuff because I have all this space now, and it's a really nice tent, and it really was easy to set up. I set it up in the dark by myself, and it was still like 3 minutes. Although it does have guy lines, which I'm not necessarily a fan of, but I figured them out and they work good, so I am happy with it. I would recommend it. I'm not sure if it is a tent that's meant for setting up and tearing down every week. We'll see. It's a Coleman, nothing special, but it's a Coleman, so I'm guessing it's decent anyway. There's tons of them around. I like the colors. It's cool. Yeah, so new tent. A little snafu with scheduling, robbery, all that. It's been a cool week though. Everything's been going good. We got a lot done. So that's it. Sunday night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.